Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video here today. We have another episode of Indianapolis Colts Rebuild. Gonna take a look at the depth chart real quick as it stands. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself. I did end up not organizing it beforehand, which I should have done, but whatever. Let's get right into it. So, team looking very, very nice after the first good year. We did end up trading away both our QBs and a couple other players that we did not want anymore after this last draft class where we took a QB, a running back, and a left tackle. Very good year for us going into this. We have to improve on last year, and I think we will. And we do. Spoiler alert, but let's get right into things. I actually forgot to put that left tackle back in, the rookie, so that was fun. So when I went and looked at stats after the season, it showed that the 71 Valdir was playing, so I kind of got mad. I was like, oh no, I'm fucking dumb. Chandler Jones we brought in as well, so you'll see him play a bunch. Justin Houston we actually let start this year because I realized that he's just a better option. We should just go with the guy that can actually perform, so he actually gets to start here. D-tackle we did bring in Terrell Ryan, and he is going to be starting for us after the fact that he becomes a 79 when you move him to D-tackle, so that's cool. Brought in a couple veteran linebackers to play backups here, because I needed them. Okereke got moved over to right outside backer, Leonard into middle, and then we had Camila Correa starting at left outside linebacker. Coleman we traded for in the offseason, and he's actually going to be our, I think we left him at number 3, right? Yeah, and he's going to be our slot corner. Tez Tabor's all the way down there on the bottom of the depth chart. Kayvon Frazier we brought in. Sayu Cravens we brought in. Marvel Tell, no, that's not it, never mind. Whatever. Jason Joseph going to be our kick and punt returner. Kickoff specialist is Aldrich Rosas. We brought him in during free agency as well. We do move a tight end to long snapper. Yeah, Perkshire. Apparently, I thought I moved Smoosh and Hodgins, but whatever. Oh, we did? Okay, cool. Naheem Himes. Yeah, we just didn't have good running backs this year, which is actually going to surprise you later down the road. Yeah, we don't have power running backs for shit, brother. T. Higgins is also here because he got released because he was a 70 apparently. Whatever, we'll take him. Can't bitch and moan about that type of stuff. Rush ends we're looking at here, Justin Houston and Chandler Jones. Both good players, both excellent players in my opinion. Two very underrated rushers. Chandler Jones is an underrated rusher right now. Justin Houston was when he was actually healthy. He hasn't been able to stay healthy all that much in recent memory, but then again, I could be wrong. I didn't really watch him a whole ton last year. Like I said, Darius Leonard, Okereke, and Correa at our linebacker spots. Was thinking about starting Jordan Jenkins, but he's just not a good coverage linebacker sub linebacker compared to Correa, so that's why he got the start. Slot corner is set there as Coleman and somebody else got it. I don't know who. Now let's get to the mid-season mark. We're actually on a decent run here. I think what were we? I don't know, 4-3, something like that. Evan Ingram, that's why we got him for so cheap. We had to re-sign him. We also have T.Y., DeForest Buckner, Ryan Kelly, and Justin Houston all to re-sign, all above 85. So that is terrible for us. I think he actually re-signs for like, what is it, 10 a year? And it only comes out to like 4.5 on cap hit, and then it slowly goes up over the next 4 years. DeForest Buckner, I wanted to get back for really cheap. Got him back for what, like 15 mil a year, which only turned out to be like 6 mil the first year. Fucking fantastic. So this is kind of my new way of cheesing them. Instead of doing the 550K contracts for free agents, this is another way you can cheese them, because then you have no cap penalty, and then you can sign them for whatever the fuck you want, basically. Of course, now they're not going to sign for like $3 million or something. It's going to be 2 to 3 to even maybe 5 million over what they were expecting. Like Ty here, I signed him for $22 million a year. It comes down to like 17 the first year for cap hit or whatever. So not terrible at all. We do end up making the playoffs as a wild card team. I don't know how much of the game was actually in here. DeForest Buckner, player of the week last week with 2 sacks. We do actually end up winning this game against the Chargers. Had a very good run with Joseph, because it was a guard pull kick out. So left guard pulled, Quentin Nelson kicked out the D tackle. Right guard was running up the field, and we just fucking followed behind him. Made one quick juke, got off Derwin James, and ran in for the touchdown. 18-13, weird score, but whatever. We had 2 takeaways, which ultimately led us to victory. Sit your ass down, Herbert. You're a fucking bum. Then we took on, who was it? Was it right? Titans. I knew that. Oh, in the first year when we went 8-8, no, we went 7-9. Sorry, we went 7-9, and the first team went 7-8-1. So we technically, and the last game of the season I think was against them. So when we lost that game, it kicked us out of the playoffs, unfortunately. So my biggest pet peeve is when motherfuckers wear black armbands with a white and blue team. Like, I think it's Vic Beasley that they have a black sleeve on for him. And I'm like, he doesn't wear black, he wears the fucking color of the Falcons. Like, you guys are stupid as shit. Yeah, because that's Vic Beasley right there. 95 is Vic Beasley. They're like, he wears black. No, the fuck he doesn't. He wears the color of the Falcons. I was playing Rainbow before this, so I was thinking Valkyrie for some reason. This one we actually show clips. Joseph scoring. Cool. I didn't actually end up hopping into this game. I wanted to play. Campbell with the touchdown, and fuck you, pussy boy. I only played a little bit. I only played moments. I played key moments in this one. I just pushed it on key moments, and whenever the thing popped up, I played. So yeah, I know it's not a sim, it's not a wheel build at that point. It's a fucking playthrough. I don't care. Yeah, rush yards we fucking went off. Craig Terrell wasn't really playing all that great in his first year. But, you know, that's what happens when you have a rookie QB. So, I'm not too mad about that. So now on to the AFC Championship. I'm challenged, apparently. Why the hell is this clip? Oh, because I skipped it. We played the Bengals. The Bengals went 14-2 with Joe Burrow in their second year. I don't think they're 2 years away. I really don't. So when we beat them, I wasn't completely mad. And we actually sent the game into overtime with Callaway, and that was the only play. That was the only drive I played. It was like, big drive here, score, and I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it because I want to get to the Super Bowl. Now you may say, well, the Colts aren't 2 years away either. If Xavier Rhodes decides to fucking play cornerback again, then maybe they are. If Okereke and Anthony Walker can actually like progress a lot more, then they are. If their pass rush can get going, yes they are. If Phillip Rivers shows any chance of what Chargers had before last year, then yeah they can. So I don't want to fucking hear it. The only person I'm mad that they got rid of was Eric Ebron. I'm mad that they let him walk, but I think Pascal and I think Paris Campbell and I even think Chester Rogers are all good players. So I think they can get plenty out of those guys. Did we even trade Chester Rogers? We might have it. I might not have either shown it or I just don't remember the clip. So we win 20-17 here on a field goal in overtime after they had the ball. So they had their chance. We just fucking outperformed them, but then we gave them the ball one extra time. So yeah, Joe Burrow, you better run. They just don't have linebackers. Like we played against Akeem Gather Davis, I think, for a lot of the game. Well, they did anyway. So no real pressure coming from the defensive line, which kind of upset me, but whatever. Greg Terrell played pretty decent. Joseph played absolutely like dog shit, and Paris Campbell had another good year. Off the line we didn't even look at, so we didn't even really look at defense either, so keep that in mind. 49ers are back in the Super Bowl after a year away. I think the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl the year before, so keep that in mind. So we're playing. Where did we even play? I don't even remember. What does this look like? Is this Tampa? Is this Tampa? Raymond James Stadium. Wait, isn't it? Yeah, this is Tampa. Okay, there's the big ass fucking ship. I was like, Raymond James. That's either Tampa or that's fucking 49ers, and we're actually playing at their home stadium, which is unfair then. So, pretty good here. Terrell actually dressed up pretty nicely. So keep that in mind. I actually like dressing him up like that. I don't really care what you think. It looks cool. He has an elbow brace on for his left arm. He tore it when he was young, I guess. QB wristband, left hand glove, right arm, the shooting sleeve. There's Darius Leonard, the beast as always. I can't believe Darius Leonard had like an okay season this year, and everybody was like, no, he's not good anymore. Like the fuck? He's still a decent edge rusher, and he still fucking controls that linebacking core. What do you mean he's not good? But then, you know, when Dre Greenlaw has a really, really okay year, and when Nick Bosa barely does anything, they're like, defensive rookie of the years, and they're defensive players of the years. Like, no, Joey Bosa's still better. There's still better linebackers than Dre Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw is also getting help from two other good linebackers. Like, Fred Warner's a fucking beast. Did they draft him the same year that they drafted Reuben Foster? I think so, because they were doing like a complete, because that was the year after, Navarro Bowman retired. I've liked Fred Warner since he was a fucking rookie. He's a beast. I've always liked him. I liked him when he was wearing 45. Yeah. A lot of people didn't fucking know that, now did you? Yeah, they actually brought it to overtime here. So, 2 straight games of overtime, and as you'll see in the next couple episodes, for some reason we like playing in overtime. I don't know why. And then I tried for a Hail Mary here. I was just like, roll out, throw it, let's see if we can do something with it. I would love to win on a Hail Mary like that every once in a while. Or even lose like that. I think that would be cool. I mean, granted, I would be pissed and I'd probably break something, but it'd be cool. And then Quan Alexander, I always thought he just didn't get enough credit playing next to Levante David. Granted, Levante David's a beast, but I still thought he didn't get enough credit. So, no offense, when your fucking job is to make sure that you just don't fuck up, that's a pretty easy job if I do say so myself. Like you're the third best linebacker, and the other 2 linebackers literally just tell you not to fuck up. That's like, who was it? Nick Roach, who played next to Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs. It's like being in his role. It's like, hey, the only thing you don't have to do is fuck up. As long as you don't do that, we win. Like we're gonna play well. So, because Nick Roach, I think, played pretty decent, and I forget the dude who was wearing, what was it, like number 91 or something? No. Fuck, what was it? 90. I don't remember what number it was. He was white. He played for the Bears. He played next to Briggs and Urlacher for like 4 seasons. He was white. He wore number 90 something, I think. I think 95 maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look him up after this. Because I remember one day I see him on Twitter like, the Bears still haven't retired my number. Come on now. As a joke, he knows he wasn't a great player, but it's just like when you play next to 2 other guys. That's like when people were like, Brian Maxwell was so good. I'm like, no, nobody else could throw the ball anywhere. So when he did get tested, he just had to make sure he didn't fuck up like as bad. Like okay, Richard Sherman is going to control his side. Cam Chancellor is controlling down low, and Earl Thomas has you over the top. What does that make you do? Make sure you cover the inside and down under parts. Fucking easy as shit. And then when you had, what was it, Justin Coleman in the fucking slot, it's like, hey, just don't fuck up, and we'll win. As we win our first ever Super Bowl with A.J. Terrell, Darius Leonard, Paris Campbell, and Joseph. 2 rookies in the backfield, a second-year player out wide, and a linebacker in his 3rd year. No, 4th year at that point, technically. Here are some acceptees. We did get Jacoby Brissett back, actually on a $550K contract. Some other guys that we were looking at. I wanted to bring in Lattimore, I wanted to bring in Jones, but I just didn't feel like paying them. Anybody that I was going to have to pay, I just took off the negotiations. I just didn't really want to sign anybody. At that point, we had just come off a Super Bowl. I didn't want to really pay anybody too much money. We did get some linebackers in there to help come in and secure some backup spots as well. I think we ended up switching to 3-4 after this year, so keep that in mind. Quentin Nelson gets his 5th-year contract, well, 5th-year option accepted. Tim Williams, Kruger, and a couple other guys are negotiated on and signed. We do end up signing, I think, one of these guys in free agency, if I'm not mistaken. Correa is about to get traded, as you'll see. I need to do a better job at sticking on this page real quick before I, send it through. So he gets traded to the Cardinals for some picks. We do end up taking Lincoln Turner here. We take him number, I don't know, whatever. Michael Russell here, strong safety. We're actually moving him down to linebacker, and you will see why. Stephen Monk, 80 overall, best corner in the class, best player in the class. Great pickup here, and he will actually move back to strong safety instead. Steve Walker, backup left guard, I think. Devon Crothers, backup edge rusher. And we gotta go ahead and trade some more picks away. So yeah, 1st year. Now, yes, did I technically fuck with the games and play some of them? Yes. Doesn't matter all that much. No. Do I care? No. Eat my ass type of attitude. And you'll see in the 4th year when we end off with this team's still fucking great, and I actually wanted to keep playing, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm done for the day, and I had to go to work. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn on post notifications if you guys enjoy this content. I love to make more of it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Take a look at the draft class real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Bye.